We all go through ups and downs. We have our disappointments. We have our trials. We have our temptations. We have our failures. We have our victories. And through it all, we have to try and keep it all together. We have to get up every day and we have to do what is required of us. And when we are going through good times, this is so easy to do. You have a spring in your step, you have a smile on your lips, and the world, your world, is all right. But sometimes things don't quite go that way. But you still have to get up in the morning. You still have to do what you need to do. And you still have to fulfill all your obligations. What keeps you going? What keeps me going? I can tell you that over the past few months, I've had a few of those moments. And I am glad that even though I have gone through these moments and these episodes, and I have had cause to look at myself and wonder what the next step would be, God has never, ever left me alone. Just in the nick of time, He would come through and He would do something to encourage me. Someone would do something to encourage me. But what I'm going to talk about today goes beyond that. By the way, my name is Meheytab'el, here with an episode of Principles. Now, Principles came about quite serendipitously. I was sitting down in my cousin's house, and it just came to me, wow, I can record videos on my laptop. And I started. At that time, it was called A Word to Live By. And A Word to Live By was active, and it was going for about 3 years, and 3 or 4 years. And the Lord laid it on my heart to change the name. Hence the name Principles. Principles that adorn the mind, beautify the soul, and ignite the spirit. And I started doing this. But after a while, because of the ups and downs of life, and because of the helas and the helos, like they say in my language, I couldn't quite continue. And I felt that I had to concentrate more on myself than on what I could do or what I had to offer other people. And this went on for a while, but a while ago, a story came up in my heart again. Start again. Start again. And a friend of mine confirmed this. We were talking about something not quite related, in fact, not at all related. And she said to me, what happened to your videos? And I said, you know what? I just wanted to concentrate on myself and concentrate on what God had to tell me rather than what I felt God had to tell other people, and including myself. And she said to me, she said, yes, that's all valid, but I think it's time for you to start again. And that echoed within my heart and resonated with me. And so I started again, or I'm starting again, slowly but surely. But through this process, I want to share with you something that has kept me going and continues to inspire me even at this time. What has kept me going is encapsulated by the words spoken by Saint Augustine. He was a notable, a notable follower of Christ. And he had such a great relationship with the Lord that he's impacting our lives even today. And this sentence this phrase that he coined, sort of encapsulates what I feel about myself and what I believe every child of God should feel about themselves. He says, "You have made us for yourself, O Lord. Our hearts are restless until they rest in you." Our hearts are restless until they rest in you. And isn't that the truth? No matter how much money you make, no matter how much prestige you have, no matter how happy you are, no matter how sad a person may be, we always find out that our hearts are restless until we know that we are in the right place with God. I don't know if this is your experience, but that's my experience. And this is so well laid out by the psalmist in Psalm 139. And David, for all that he had, he said it. You've examined my heart, and Lord, you know me. You know my uprising, you know my down sitting. You know my purpose from afar. You hem me beside and before. If I go up to heaven, you're there. If I make my bed in hell, you are there. You created me. You knew me before I was formed in my mother's womb. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Through all these things that I'm saying today, what is my message? What do I want to say to you? What do I want to say to myself? What I want to say is, there is a purpose bigger than your present situation that you have been created to fulfill. I'll say it again. There is a purpose greater than your present situation that you have been created to fulfill. So today, this weekend, look at yourself in a different light. Disregard any victory you may have. Move on from that victory. Disregard any failures you may have right now. Move on, because you were created for something bigger than you. And until we grasp that truth, we will spend our lives living circumstantially rather than living according to purpose. So let's make a decision today. I will live life. I will live on this earth to fulfill a purpose that is greater than I. Thank you so much for listening. You have a wonderful week ahead and a great weekend, and the Lord bless you. Prince of Pearls. It's not about dogma.